What if I told you that SpongeBob SquarePants isn't just an innocent cartoon about a talking sponge flipping burgers under the sea? What if I told you that Bikini Bottom hides secrets darker than you ever imagined? Conspiracies, hidden messages, disturbing theories. Once you see them, you won't be able to unsee them. Buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the strangest theories about SpongeBob that will change the way you watch the show forever. Let's start with our main character, SpongeBob himself. Always happy, always energetic, and always a little too enthusiastic. One theory suggests that SpongeBob represents lust, but not in the way you think. It's about an obsessive love for everything he does. Whether it's working at the Krusty Krab, catching jellyfish, or annoying Squidward, his passion knows no limits. Some fans also believe SpongeBob has ADHD. His constant energy, hyper-focus on tasks, and inability to stay still are all telltale signs. Next, we have Patrick, SpongeBob's lovable yet not-so-bright best friend. Patrick is often connected to sloth, one of the 7 deadly sins. He spends most of his time doing absolutely nothing, and when he does do something, it's usually the wrong thing. Another theory suggests Patrick represents intellectual disability, as his childlike speech, lack of understanding, and inability to grasp basic concepts align with real-world cognitive impairments. Money, money, money! Mr. Krabs is the definition of greed. He underpays SpongeBob, exploits his employees, and hoards every cent he earns. Some theories suggest he also has obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, with his extreme fixation on wealth and constant need to count his money. If you had to put up with SpongeBob every day, you'd be angry too. Squidward represents wrath, constantly lashing out in frustration. He's also the poster child for depression, hating his job, resenting his life, and finding no joy in anything. His dream of being a great artist is constantly crushed, leading him deeper into bitterness. Is Squidward just a grumpy neighbor, or is he a symbol of something darker? Every villain has a motive, and for Plankton, it's envy. He spends his life trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula because he hates that Mr. Krabs is more successful. Some fans believe Plankton also has narcissistic personality disorder. He sees himself as a genius, constantly fails, and refuses to acknowledge his flaws. Could his never-ending quest for revenge be his downfall? Sandy Cheeks, scientist, athlete, and incredibly full of herself. She represents pride, always reminding others how great Texas is, how smart she is, and how much better she is than the creatures of the sea. But there's an even creepier theory. Sandy might be a spy. Think about it. She's the only land creature, she studies the ocean, and she reports her findings back to land. Could she be observing Bikini Bottom for human research? Gary may be a simple pet, but he might represent gluttony. He's always eating, constantly meowing for food, and even shows signs of intelligence beyond what a snail should have. Some fans believe Gary is secretly the smartest character in the show, quietly watching everything unfold while pretending to be just another pet. Ever wondered why Bikini Bottom is called Bikini Bottom? Some believe it's located under Bikini Atoll, a real-life nuclear test site. The theory suggests that radiation from these tests mutated sea creatures into the walking, talking characters we know today. SpongeBob, Squidward, and the rest might not be natural at all. They could be the result of human experiments gone wrong. Here's a weird one. Have you noticed that SpongeBob characters can remove parts of their bodies like clothing? Some fans believe they're not real sea creatures, but something else entirely. Mutants, lab experiments, or creatures wearing disguises. Could their entire world be fake? So what do you think? Are these theories just wild speculation? Or is there something sinister lurking beneath the surface of Bikini Bottom? Let us know in the comments. And if you thought these theories were shocking, just wait until you see what we have in store for part 2. There are even darker secrets hiding in this cartoon, and we're just getting started. If you don't want to miss out, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and get ready for the next deep dive into the twisted world of SpongeBob. Part 2 is coming soon, and trust me, you won't see SpongeBob the same way ever again.